Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your host, Big Truck, here at the King's Table. Right back at you with another reaction video. Shout out to my man here, Angry Man, Mr. Angry Man here. King's doing his thing. Proud of him. If you haven't already, go to his channel, subscribe. And he's doing it. But we're going to do a reaction video off of this here. And we're going to bring this thing to the forefront. To you feminists, modern women, I'm about to get in your ass today. And without further ado, as men, we're going to spit fire. And this is where I need all of the men to use their ear gate on this one. Let's get it.
So let me clarify this. Are y'all telling us that if you are not related to us, if you are not dating us, if you're not having some sort of physical relationship to us, if you don't find us attractive, if you don't find us polite enough, kind enough, quiet enough, that our lives are not worth protecting? Is that what you're telling us? Is that the precedent you're setting?
First of all, let's start here. No one's telling you anything. No one's trying to set a precedence. I don't think anyone is looking to make history here. But the reality is, no one's telling you anything because we don't owe you an explanation.
And he's so true, he's so right about that. As men, we don't owe you a damn thing. You done sat up here and run your damn mouth. And what came out your mouth was foolishness. Acting like you Mrs. Get Bad. Not making no damn sense whatsoever. You and your feelings. Because girl got cooked with a brick. Men didn't help. But yet, a brother spoke and gave his reasons why he didn't help. And it makes sense. It holds weight. Men are not going to just risk their life to go help someone. Number one, they don't know. Number two, not knowing what they did. See, I work law enforcement. And I do celebrity bodyguard work. So, been there, done that, done seen it. You follow? So therefore, and I pray that this go viral, men, continue to know your self-worth. Know your self-worth. Know who you are and whose you are in the season of your life. I get it. If it's your mother, your wife, your children, yes, you protect them. But if you feel it in your spirit, if Elohim puts it in your spirit to fall back, you need to fall back. You need to listen to your spirit and fall back. So you don't want to talk about that part. You can't go out saving people. I don't save no one. I save myself and those in my circle. Now, no way, shape, or form it's right to throw a brick at somebody. But also look into things instead of looking at things. What did that person do to cause that person to do that? I get it, there's no excuse. But that girl done left out so much. And it wasn't until information was brought to the forefront due to proper research. Let's get it.
And the fact that you think that we do owe you an explanation is utterly ridiculous. Let's start with the fact that we live in a society where, for the majority of my lifetime, all I've ever heard you guys say is that you don't need a man. You're strong and independent. You can do bad by yourself. Excuse me, you can do bad all by yourself. I grew up listening to these slogans. I grew up listening to women around us constantly say these things, constantly remind the men on a daily basis just how useless we are in your eyes.
And it's funny that he say that, because let's just say we turn the table. Women ain't shit. Women are useless. Women are just a garden tool. See, they don't like it when the fingers are pointed at them, but it's okay for them to point fingers at men. Nah, men are pointing fingers back at you now. Men are wakening up. Men are discovering their value. Men, you are more value than a modern woman, than a feminist woman. Don't you know that, men? You are more value. You hold more weight. You have more options. Don't you know that, men? That's why I keep this in my backdrop. A king, a lion, knowing self-worth, knowing who I am and whose I am as I operate in the season of my life, walk in my true essence. I wish a modern woman, feminist woman would try to come for me. You ain't got nothing to come for me with. Because the first time you open up your mouth, you already done shot yourself in the foot. Continue to speak, King.
Right? Not to mention the fact that when it boils down to it, we're not allowed to tell you anything. We're not allowed to expect you to operate the way a traditional wife would. We're not allowed to expect you to cooperate with us. We're not allowed to expect you to be submissive. We're not allowed to ask you about the previous relationships you had, how many sexual partners you had. We're not allowed to have any expectations of you whatsoever.
I used to be like that too. You know, women didn't want to answer those type of questions until I got wiser. The more wiser I got, and the more I listened, I said, you know what? This heifer shot herself in the foot. And I learned to just walk away. I'd rather go deal with somebody of another community, or I'd rather take my talents, my gifts, and my resources and go overseas. You can have that. And those type of women that operate that way, you notice they don't have nobody. Oh, self-love.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Allowed to expect us to protect you even if we don't know you. Even if we don't know you from a can of paint. That's the expectation. Right? So if I'm strolling down the street and I see some woman being assaulted, I'm supposed to jump in and you know, rescue you.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Ain't gonna happen. Here's the thing. Men are wakening up. Men are more wiser now. Men are looking into things instead of looking at things. Wait a minute. Let me examine this. Story time. Husband and wife at Walmart parking lot. both see a domestic situation going on between a woman and a man, a woman and her boyfriend. Husband tries to intervene. Wife tells the husband, stand down. Don't get involved in that. Husband couldn't stand by and just see the boyfriend attack the girlfriend. He then steps in. Boyfriend then pulls out a strap, shoots and kills the husband right in front of his wife and his daughter. Now, if he would have listened to his wife and not get involved, he would have been there today. But see, this is the result. This is the result of trying to save someone that has been that is being assaulted. You don't ever know what that person did that caused that. Granted, no man shall put his hands on a woman. No woman shall put her hands on a man. Nobody should be throwing anything at each other. But my question is, why would you taunt the man? Why would you stand there and let him cook you with a brick? Why not leave? But you was quick. You was quick to start a GoFundMe. You was quick to do that. Let's continue.
But that's what we have police for. We have an entire system set up just for that. This is the whole purpose of the number 911, emergency response, right? We've set up an entire structure for the purpose of protecting people that are in danger. This is what we've...
Now, I work law enforcement, and I'm also a celebrity bodyguard too as well. So I done seen situations like this. That's why I can speak on this experience, and I understand where Brother Angry Man is coming from.
Pay taxes for it. But you expect some random brother to put on a cape like he's Batman or like he's Superman? This is utterly ridiculous. And the fact that you have so many of you circulating the internet, spewing this foolishness, after you done showed out for the better part of 50 years. 50 years of telling us that we ain't ish. 50 years of...
You gonna sit up there and go on social media, women, and show your ass. You modern feminist women gonna come up here and show your ass. And that's why, again, men continue to uplift each other, continue to let each other know what your worth is. I'm gonna say it how the women say it. Men, we all we got. Men, we gotta look out for ourselves. Cause these modern feminist women ain't gonna look out for us. They're not gonna love us and treat us right, but expect for us to be traditional to them. Man, you got me messed up, shawty.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Men, we gotta continue. Let's do it. Moving forward, let's do it. The more men step up and the more men show out and the more men encourage each other, the more men continue to have these type of discussions. Oh, these women ain't gonna like it. They already don't like it. They already getting mad and getting in their feelings because they don't like the fact that a man know his self-worth. Why? Because a man ain't gonna settle. A real man ain't gonna settle. Now you can run, tell that, and sprinkle that shit. If a woman don't have nothing to bring to the table, you need to leave her ass where you met her. Because she's a garden tool. Because a real woman is going to have something to bring to the table. A real woman is going to bring it. And you got to know the difference between a traditional real woman and a modern feminist garden tool. Until then, men, go be great and live your best life. Your money is your money. Shalom.